Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Christine's Coloring and Crafts. Today we'll be kind of reviewing a couple of new things I got. One of them, I'm sad to say, did not meet my expectations. But we're going to find out if a few of them did. Well, two, to be specific. First things first, let me move this out of the way. I got this on Amazon. I'm going to go look it up here because I want to be able to share with you guys this kind of really neat device organizer thing I got. It's called a do-it-yourself detachable spinning cosmetic makeup caddy. So let's pick it up here. Whoop, and bring it out. It's already full. And it's probably not in the video very good yet. There we go. Let's kind of go over it a little bit here. It does rotate. And then, of course, I have a pencil sharpener on here. And as you can see, I put various other things down there. It's got little shelves that come with it. I can put my tape on here. I got a thing of stickles. My favorite thing of stickles, the unicorn. Right there. And I'm trying hard not to knock it off because I know my table's pretty small. And then, of course, all my white gel pens up here. And then one of my glitter pens. And then, of course, here, I keep losing this little guy. Everywhere I go, I keep losing him. So, there he is. I use that to help scrape paint off when I need to, or to make some scratches to make it look like fur or whatnot. And then, of course, my water brushes and stuff like that. And then one empty shelf. But it's a neat little device that can hold pretty much anything you want, and it does really rotate. Let's go put it up here. And it was only like $20, like $19.99 when I got it on sale. I think it's not on sale anymore. Let me put this back here. There we go. And then, let's see here. Hopefully that looks good. Good enough. But I found it really handy. You could use it for makeup or whatnot if that's your thing. Its list price was supposed to be $41.98. Looks like it's still on sale for $22.99. I don't know why pieces of plastic have gone up so much. That kills me. But it's very easy to put together. And it's not like super sturdy, but for what you're going to use it for, it doesn't need to be made of solid metal or anything. And it definitely helped me organize my desk a lot better. And then some other things I got here that were on sale is some Tombow dual brush pens. And those were like 15 something. Ooh, I'm thirsty. It's a 10 pack. Yeah, they're $15.99 on sale. And I actually had not opened them yet. And I got a neon set too. We'll talk about those in a minute. I had not opened them yet. Unfortunately though, when I opened the box, they were open. Watch, now I've been able to seal them back and they won't open. There we go. Yeah, they all fell out. I was like, oh, so I had to put them back. They call this the Bohemian set. Excuse me. I've always wanted to try Tombows and see how they are. They're very long. I noticed that as I was picking them up. But here's, does nobody put like numbers or letters on anything? It's got a number, yay. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's see what it looks like. The nice thing about scratch paper, it doesn't have to look really pretty. It's not bad. It's not the kind of yellow I was expecting, but for what they call the Bohemian set, I kind of do expect this. I really like this side. It's got way more control than my other water-based pen markers, whatever. All right, let's see what this one is. This one looks purple. My favorite. And this one also has just a number on it, which is fine. give them fake names. I don't know if I'm on camera. Sorry if I wasn't. But hopefully we are now. That's a beautiful purple. See, there's the little nib. And then the brush end. These things are huge. They're like super, super long. I've got some of my Ohuhu water-based here. I'll show you the difference. At least the difference is in the feel. Wow, there is a big difference. So here's one of my Ohuhus. And then here's the Tombow. That thing's got like a good inch and a half on the Ohuhu. So that's okay. I've always wanted to try them. They were on sale. I'm happy. We'll give them a try here. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed that they fell out of this little cart package. Oh, it's got a little colors included down here. The 45 and 25 look kind of like they're black. We'll see. Obviously it came from a store. It had the little safety thing on there. Fine tip gives consistent lines. Water-based ink blends colors easily. Okay. Well, get rid of that. And then let's see what we got here on the other one. So we already did this one and the yellow one. All right, looks like we got some greens. Ooh, that's a nice dark green. That's really, really pretty. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm sorry if I keep going out of range. View. Ooh, that's an even better green. I did not expect that. I mean, it is a bluish green, but it's like dark. From the color of the lid, I expected kind of a lighter bluish green. But I'm very, very happy with the darker. Oh, look at that blue. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. All right, I assume this one is a blue. You know what assume means. Oh, it's a blue to like a purple blue. It almost looks like the other purple, really, to be honest. Let me find it. See if there's a difference between the two. Yeah, it's slight. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. But the purple is more purple, and the purple, this purple is more actually purple, and this is kind of like a purple blue. Okay. Happy. I mean, it's a very slight difference, but you could see it. Then what's this one? Ooh. I don't know what I think about that. That actually looks like black, but look, the lid's like a purple. I don't know how I feel about these yet, guys. Oh, that's a pretty pink. Okay, you just gotta see it when they dry. Because now that that's drying, it looks more like a really, really, really dark purple. Alright, these look like a couple of grays or a couple of black colors. We'll see what they look like when they dry out. Because that one definitely looks black. And the lid is black. Alright, and then this one, the lid is gray. And it looks more gray. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, because we already did that one and that one. So 10 pins and an artist who doesn't know how to count. And we're good. So I'll put these up here for now. Let me go put my little eraser in its cup. And let's get out these neons. These were exciting, I thought. Man, these are so cool because they're neons. I mean, who doesn't like neon? And I think I got these on sale too. Yep, for $9.69, regular price of $16.99. And you get 6 hard tip, that word, brush pens. Fudenosuke? When you guys watch our videos, do you ever just laugh at us when we're trying to say words that we have no idea how to say? Fudenosuke. Elmer Fudd. That's their name now. If you aren't familiar with Elmer Fudd, look it up. All right, let's see. These have names on it. They do. Right by the barcode, it says neon pink. Nice. Made in Vietnam. That's what the other one said too. Wow, they are really super fine tips. I mean, watch. And that's with me just putting a little bit of pressure on them. I bet if you didn't put hardly any, they're even thinner. Oh, yeah. Wow. These will be fun. All right, and then this one's neon blue. Who knew? So these will be more like for detailing and adding just a little pop of color. Because these are super fine tips. And of course, neon green. Which you can barely see. There we go. Okay. Maybe the tip just needed to get wet. Okay. It's a pretty color though. I really love it. I love neon green. Neon red. I really wish we had a neon purple. I don't know what that would look like though. You know what these kind of remind me of, since I do have a couple of vintage Prisma sets, is they're reminding me of the neon Prismacolor colors. And here's the neon orange. And the neon yellow. Oh, that's like a highlighter's dream come true. Oh, it's so pretty. There we go. Had to do it twice. I think both the orange and the yellow just weren't flowing very good yet, but now they're doing good. Hello. They also have available a 3 count and a 10 count of the neon colors, but I think they're out right now. Let me see. Actually, they're still in stock, but the 3-pack is $12.39, whereas the 6-pack is only $9.69. Let's see what the 10-pack is. Okay, it's $18, so $1.80 a count. Okay, and they're not all neons, because the 10-pack just says hard tip Elmer Fudd. Brush pens in assorted colors for calligraphy and art drawing. I just liked it because they're neons. You can't say no to neons. I love neon colors. Okay, and then the last thing I got here off of Amazon, I actually went ahead and messaged the seller because I was pretty disappointed with what I got. So what I got was... Dang, look at that. When the last time I seen this, hold on, let's see here. See all buying options. See, that's so weird. The last one I seen was for like $12 and something. Said used very good condition. And the one I got was new for $13.99. And now they have paperback from $25.59. And it says it's used. So I'm like, what's going on with this? I'm not so sure. I think I found a bad seller, actually. Maybe. Or maybe just a cruddy seller. I don't know. Or somebody just in a hurry to get rid of some overstock. But it's Twilight Garden Artist Edition by Maria Trolley. And it's supposed to have 20 pictures you can color. It's a little bit longer than the normal Twilight Garden, and I thought I would get it to, you know, just kind of like have 20 fun little pictures to color, you know, in my work setting. You know, I could do flowers, and it could go with my flower themed book thing. So even though it says by Maria Trolley, I'm pretty sure that's not who sent me the book. Anyway, just keep in mind, I paid $13.99 for this, you know, plus the free shipping. And I do kind of like it, but it's not what I expected. That literally says Ollie's, which is a discount store. There's one or two here where I live in Ohio. And then that's not a $12.99. That's a $2.99. There is no number before that. So how are you going to give me a book that I literally paid $13.99 for, and it has a sticker that I started peeling off and then thought better of it that says from Ollie's, which is a discount store, and it was $2.99. Now, had I found this at Ollie's for $2.99, damn straight I would have bought maybe 2 or 3. But here's the other ordeal I had in this book. There are not 20 illustrations to color and frame. I counted, there's only 17. And they're nice. I'm not going to complain about that. They're very nice. All one-sided. I kind of like that a lot. That part I like. But then, and we'll get to one here in a second, which it just weirded me out. And, you know, I like how she uses the black backgrounds and the white backgrounds. But then you come to this, and it's not colored in. It's just like a picture of it on here. You can't color that. I mean, I guess you could color over it, I suppose. I don't know. What would be the point? You're not going to be using your own imagination. And there's several of those in there. I mean, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. That's beautiful. You could tell it took some... It's either... I think that this is an actual genuine flower that there was a picture taken of. And then, like, these were painted in. The rest of them were painted in. Maybe these are actually pictures of little flowers. And then somebody took a picture of all that, put it together. Or for all I know, they could have hand-drawn it or hand-painted it. And I'm just sitting here looking like a dummy. But either way, it's already done. So that's not anything I could color. And then, you know, there's these, which I'm not going to lie, they're beautiful. Like, these would look really, really good with the neon colors. I think that would look really, really good with the neon colors. And then we got the alphabet in flowers, which I thought was adorable. And see where I'm split here? There's a lot of you know, not a lot, but a few pages in here that are just really adorable. And they look fun and free. But then you get this. Like, it's already done. And you can't color it. I mean, you could, I guess, but why? And then we back to the cutesies and the funs, the flowers. I love flowers and leaves. Lots of practice in here for the leaves and the flowers. And it's really thick paper, like almost cardboard-like, because it's smooth too. But it's like super thick. And then there's another one. I don't see the point of these. I don't get it. But what's nice is this is thick enough that I don't even think it'll bleed through. But if you do get something like this and you want to paint, do put something in the middle just in case it does bleed through. But I mean, this stuff is so thick, I don't think it will bleed through. I'll find out. I'll get my paints out and do one of these guys with the paints. See, that's gorgeous. But see why I'm so torn? And, you know, it's kind of a disappointment and a bummer. But at the same time, too, it's got some neat things in it. I'm sure very similar to the normal Twilight Garden. I just thought this would be, like, super different. But yeah, there's not 20 pages here to color and frame. And you're gonna put an Ollie sticker. You're going to leave the Ollie sticker on there. You could have at least had the gumption to peel that off. Why? But anyway, I don't know whether to return it or just keep it and see or what the seller has to say for themselves or what. Right now, I'm just at the stage where I contacted them, asking them what they have to say for themselves. And in a future video, we will try to share what they had to say for themselves. And then, of course, I did bring some Ohuhus in here with me just in case, because I just want to, like, play a little bit with my Tombows. But I didn't know if I would need other colors for this adorable little peacock and his flowers. And, of course, Maria Trolley Botanicum. I love her books, and that's what drew me to that one. But let's see what the neon green has to say for itself. And I think I'll just do the little circles in neon green right here. And then we'll see what the Tombow greens have to say for themselves when we use them. And that's the nice thing about being able to color something in yourself. You can go realistic, or you can go funky, or you can go monochromatic. Excuse me. Or you can go like backwards realism colors. Or stay in the same color family, or whatever you want to do. But we'll do part of his tail here with my new Tombows. And maybe a couple of Ohuhus. I don't know. I kind of came in this blind. Because I was like, I really want to use these. Maybe I should review them first. Let me pick a picture. Yeah, okay, we're just going to go ahead and go with it. Go with what we got here today. Here we go. And I really like this. It's very smooth, very easy to control. I think I'm going to do the little flings, or whatever you want to call them, in the neon green too. Flings. We're just going to fling the flings. I've been kind of looking forward to this night, I'm not going to lie. Whether I get 1 viewer or 1,000 viewers, I was just looking forward to doing a video on coloring tonight. It's been a busy, busy day. I'm only going to do one part of this one in the neon. There we go. I love the colors. They're so pretty. All right, I'm going to need this again to guess who's who, because I haven't swatched them yet. Who's who? I think this is the one I want. Who just lost their lid? Apparently I don't know how to put lids on. That's okay. Actually, I think I want the blue or green. Where's that one at? Okay. Just double checking to make sure I put the lid on right this time. There she is. Okay. Let's try this part of it. Put the lid up. All right. I think I'll just do the outside. These are pretty smooth. Holy cow. And the dark green like that. These are nice. And the Ohuhus are nice too. But I don't know, is it me, or do these seem just a little bit more pigmented than the Ohuhus? We'll see. Because I think I'm going to have to use the lighter green in the Ohuhu. They definitely feel good. The kind of good that makes me want to go sleepy. Like you just ate your Thanksgiving dinner. And your belly's super full. And all you want to do is go to sleep. So far, I really like them. I'll have to color a whole picture, though, to be, like, super positive. And maybe I'll finish this one off this weekend. And if you hear birds in the background, it's because I've got my gentle music going on. When I got that going on and I'm coloring, I really could just fall asleep. It's just so relaxing. Let me get that neon back out. Dang it, the lid's over here. Let me get that neon back out and fill in some holes here that I see I missed. There we go. I know I need to get glasses. I'm just putting it off as long as I can. I'm going a little bit over the lines with the Tombows. I'm going to try the other side and see how they feel control-wise. Plus I found another one of these. There we go. I like water markers because they don't do the spreading thing like the Ohuhu and other brand alcohol markers, not just Ohuhu, just alcohol markers in general. There we go. I kind of like the water-based ones a little bit better. All right, come here, buddy. That's Ohuhu. Okay, let's try this side and see how I like it. That's the way, I like it, This is just so relaxing and fun. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if it makes you guys feel the same way when you're coloring in your coloring books. Oh, also today, excuse me, speaking of coloring, I'm going to use the Ohuhu here. I had a meeting with the group home that takes care of my sister. And they said she's doing really, really good. She has her typical stubbornness. If she don't want to do something, she won't do it until she's ready to do it. Which is fine. They said they seem to be able to work around her pretty good. And take good care of her. She looked really good. I came in there today and before the meeting, because I got there early and sat at the table in the common room and colored with her for a little while. And that was a lot of fun. I think it's going to be our little bonding time. I should say reacquaintance time, since family had basically kept me away from her for so long. I found out that it was because that person was telling a lot of lies to everyone, including me. They even went so far as to call the police on the group home, saying they were holding my sister. The family member said that they were holding my sister against her will, which was not correct. And it makes me kind of sad to learn of all the time I missed with her just because someone wanted to cover up their lies. I don't think I want to do neon pink. Let's do neon blue. All because someone simply just wanted to cover up their lies. In which the lie I was told is that the group home were trying to keep us all separated from my sister, and that they didn't want us meddling in my sister's life. In which there's only so much I can believe you know, when I'm told a completely different story, it's not like I take their word for it 100%. But from the other lies that this family member told me, I kind of can believe them a bit more with the opposite story. Which is sad. They said my sister asked about me all the time and wanted me to come see her. And they said that this family member would constantly tell her to shut up. She's not going to see me. And that kind of broke my heart. Because I mean, it's my sister. And it's been so long. I mean, I remember our childhood and I remember the things we did together and her personality style. You know, but even though she has Down syndrome, people can still change over time. There could be different routines and habits that she, and you know, different things that she enjoys now. Although she's still been big on me taking her to the fair and to the gun show, which our dad used to take us to the gun show all the time when we were kids. And we'd get a hot dog each, and sometimes a pop each, but most of the time we shared a pop. He would just get the biggest one and we'd share. Because kids aren't going to drink much. They certainly aren't going to go wanting to carry around their drink cup the whole time. Say pooey on that. But yeah, she wants me to take her to those places. And she wants me to take her to the movies. I don't know about the fair. Or like Kings Island. I know she said she wanted to go there too. I can't think of... I don't know. She might enjoy some of the rides there. I know none of the thrill-seeking rides will be her cup of tea. They're definitely not mine. I ain't getting on them. And if sis ain't getting on them, the other sis ain't going either. All right, let's use this yellow here for the center. I kind of like that. It kind of gives like a contrast to the other colors. But anyway, I was very disappointed to learn some things today in the meeting. And very excited to hear some other things. Like my sister actually genuinely has goals. One of them being she would like to have her own apartment someday and live on her own. Which that's not anything she's ever expressed before in her childhood or her adulthood. So I thought that was really interesting and cool to learn. Like, I know she couldn't live completely on her own. There's no way I would trust her near a stove. Not by yourself, sis. But I really think that the family member who was responsible for her gave her less credit than she deserved. I think she deserves more credit. And I think if you put the right equipment in a shower, she could probably I think she could take her bath by herself. She might have some issues with going to the restroom, which is fine. I mean, we can definitely set things up where somebody comes visits her. I think it would be cool for her to have her own place. Yeah, let's use this blue. I mean, this is a kid who's no longer a kid, but a person, an adult, who has never lived on her own. And I think if she did assisted living, she would do fantastic on her own. You know, just have somebody come check on her every day, make sure she's taking care of herself, make sure she's practicing good hygiene and socialization. And I think that she would probably have to stick to just using the microwave for food. But you never know. Maybe she can learn to use a stove without burning herself. It's definitely not out of the question. I mean, I know I said I would never trust her around a stove by herself. But, you know, the more I think of that now, the more I see that that's probably not good thinking. I mean, you never know. She, maybe with some learning and some good cooking tools, she could do it. So, I need to get my head out of my butt, too. Let's use the lighter blue from the Oh-Hoo-Hoos. Need to get my head out of my booty. And start thinking like a big sister, in a sense of encouraging her to do things like this. If these are her genuine goals, I want to help her do them. I mean, as much as I can. I think they were very pleased that I came to the meeting today too. All of the nurses and staff there. I don't think they knew what to expect. I think they seemed a little scared that I'd kind of be like this family member and be a little wacky and wonky. I even got a few questions as to why that family member did X, Y, and Z, which I was more than happy to answer. All right, let's see what else we can do here. Let's use some purples. Let me get these purples out here. I think it's this one. I need to get these swatched. Yeah, it's that one. Let's put the lid up here. But I just thought it was so exciting to hear that my sister has goals like that. That is just so cool. I'd have never thought anything like that. And I want to help her achieve her goals. And we talked about putting a ramp over my steps because my sister does have some fear of stairs. But their suggestion was just put in some good sturdy rails and she should be fine, because that's what she uses on the bus when they take her back and forth to activities and to workshops. She does have an actual job. And I even asked her what she does at that job, and she is the janitor. I'm like, well, how flippin' cool is that? Makes me want to almost go back to my old cleaning job, grab my sister, get us both a job there, and then just go hopping from building to building all night cleaning places. But I know that place didn't pay much. Definitely wasn't a living wage, which is sad. Plus, I got in more trouble when I was accused of speeding in one of their vehicles, and trust me, I did not speed. I mean, yeah, 2 or 3 miles an hour over here. I guess you could technically say that's speeding. Yeah. But no, somebody called the business and said I was going 80 in a 65, and they were having a hard time keeping up with me. And I was like, you do realize with what they just said that they're having a hard time keeping up with me means that they were going 80, 90 miles an hour in a 65. Supposedly just to keep pace with me. And if they're saying something like that, then you know they're lying. I don't know what I did to tick off that driver that day, but must have done something. I didn't see no damage to the vehicle, so I know I didn't hit him. Excuse me. That looks really pretty. I think, anyway. I think he's going to be really, really pretty. That's just me. I'm a weirdo. But yeah, anyway. So, the boss, and I remember his name was Jim. I'm not going to say his last name for privacy, but his first name was Jim. And I remember him being so mad, thinking that I had been speeding like that. But the crackhead who'd been driving one of their other vehicles and wrecked it and stole a bunch of their equipment and products, that was okay. He wasn't mad at all. Like, okay, she stole vacuum cleaners, you know, business type vacuum cleaners, which are not cheap, and I know it. She stole chemicals and toilet paper. She stole toilet paper regularly. I watched her do it. And they even, and here's the thing with the speeding, that those vehicles, those company vehicles, had GPSs on them. But anyway, and no proof of me going 80, 90 miles an hour on the little tracker thing. But plenty of proof that she had been parked at some unknown residence doing some unknown thing. And this was after I did my time wearing a badge. I found out that she finally got discharged from her job because she continuously hung out at this residence. And when I was wearing this badge, it was a well-known residence, well-known for its drug use and abuse, particularly in the stairwells, because it was an apartment building on the west end of town. And I was a regular there, regularly chasing off drug dealers, regularly putting the fear of the Lord Jesus into the users I caught on the stairwells. And I'm not trying to knock drug addicts. We are not good people when we're in active addiction. I'll give you that. But we can actually make some fine, upstanding citizens when we get clean and stop being little stinkers. And that's kind of what I used to try to teach these people, you know, before they went behind the bars or wherever. Some of them got away. But before, some of them might let it get away. I mean, they're just going to go right back out and do it again. But anyway, I would regularly have, for the homeless, I had little cards with phone numbers and you know, places to get food, places to get a little shelter, maybe wash your clothes, take a shower, what have you. Stuff like that. Places to go to. And then also on the other side was for drug and alcohol addiction, and even gambling addiction and other addictions, just addiction help. Places to go like NA, AA, you know, local churches, stuff like that. Some addiction counselors. Places to go do inpatient if you needed it. And a lot of the people like downtown, I know a lot of folks don't give homeless the time of day. You know, they might throw them $1 or whatever and say, hey, you know, I'm a good person, look at me. But and it's sad that we act like that as a society. So what if they're quote unquote dirty hippies, drug addicts, and alcoholics. They're still people. That's still somebody's father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, best friend, loved one. They are loved by somebody. So they're still people. So I never gave cash. Now, could some of the things I did give them be sold? Yeah, I'm sure. You know, like food and brushes and combs and shampoo and conditioner. I'd get them the little trial sizes. Hand them, you know, 4 or 5 a piece. But they were easy to carry too. Like sometimes these people didn't even have a bag to carry things with. And you know, I should have thought of getting a few of those for them. I never did. But I make sure that they would get phone numbers to places that could try to help them a little bit. And make sure they got some food. If it was cold outside, I'd give them cups of coffee. I'd try to be nice. Give them water when it was warmer. And hopefully it made somebody's day a little brighter. That's my only hope. Let them know that somebody out there sees them. You don't have to care for them to have compassion for people. You don't have to be all lovey-dovey about them. They don't have to be your friend or relative or anyone completely special to you. Just human. So it's just something I do, I guess. Or I did. I don't get out much anymore. I mean, there's even a couple of times when, and don't tell nobody this. I'm telling it to YouTube, so I'm telling it to the whole world. I'd put him in the back of my patrol car and take him to a shelter or something. I'd never say anything. Because I knew if the lieutenant found out, he'd be mad that I put anybody in that car that didn't belong in there. The chief definitely would have been ticked off. But, oh well, they're finding out now. I know at least one of them's on YouTube too. So, if you're watching this, yep, there were quite a few people that made their way to the back of the Impala. Impala. AKA the Impala. AKA the Peace OS. Well, at least everybody called it a POS. I loved that car. When we got the Chargers, brand new toys, yada, yada, yada. I still loved my Impala. Me and that Impala had some adventures together. One of which is nearly smashing it into a stop sign runner. Whew, that was close. Even the people behind me and behind the stop sign runner were like, holy cow, we can't believe you didn't nail them. It was that close. I was like, man, this thing's just got good brakes. So anyway, there's already enough sadness in this world. It was worth it to risk getting caught to take care or to help take care of someone and find them some shelter for the night. And some of that still shows, even though all I take is phone calls now. I will put forth some effort to just kind of show our customers some individuality, you know, some personalization. That, hey, I acknowledge you. I may not agree with you, and some of the things you're saying aren't very nice to me in some cases. But I want you to know I hear what you're saying, And there's a lot of things I wish I could do to change some things, but I also understand why those things are in place. Mostly just to annoy the holy beep out of you. Trust me. Anyway. Let's see here. By the odd blue. Anyway, as you can see, I am a track hopper. I'll go from one subject to another. Yay. Easily, too. But back to my sister. It was just so super cool to learn all those neat things about her. You know, gosh, I never would have pictured it. And to learn what her role was at workshop. And that she and I share so many things in common. Like, excuse me, we both like to take walks. And we don't care if it's 100 degrees or negative 10 degrees. We still want to take our walks. Although they make sure she stays in the building when it's cold outside. So that's pretty cool, though. I really like that. Learning something new about my sis. And that she loves coloring. She better. I bought her some Tombow markers for Christmas. And this Saturday, I'm going to go see her. At first, I was going to take her out. Because last time we were together, she really wanted McDonald's. And I told her next time I pick her up, I would take her to McDonald's. But I told her today, I was like, hey, how about when I come Saturday, instead of us going out to McDonald's, I just bring some McDonald's and then some coloring supplies, and we just, color for a couple of hours. I know it's a big Pokemon Go event day, but it's 12 hours long from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that's more than enough time to get in some playing and catch some stuff and do some things and whatnot. Hopefully it's not a super rainy day, because even if it's cold outside, I'll get out of the car. There'll be instances when I'm driving around the parks in my car, when I'm charging my phone, but I want to walk. I want to go to Cox Arboretum and Stubbs and stuff and go walking. I think that would be a lot of fun. Oh, been having a little bit of a hard time lately. I don't know why, but every night it's like I can't get a decent sleep pattern. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be up for like an hour or so. But while I'm asleep, I keep dreaming about the house I grew up in. I'm moving in there, and I'm finding more of my mom's stuff, and it's just really super sad. But guys, I hated the house. That was a house of insanity that I grew up in. I mean, when I was a young child, I didn't know any difference. And those literally were like the happiest times of my life, because I was too young to realize I was in a house of insanity. Once I caught on, it was just basically a house of horrors. So I hated that house. Today, I still hate that house. I'm glad that Mom sold it, because I would hate for that to be part of the estate. I'd have burnt it. Yes, I would have. I'd have been like calling up the fire department going, I'm about to burn this structure down. Don't arrest me. And I kid you not, guys, this house was a tiny 2-bedroom. Now, city records will say it was built like in 1952 or 1958 or something like that. But what was actually built in that time period was an actual bathroom and a second bedroom. It used to be just the kitchen, the living room, and the one bedroom. And then it had the porch, at that time, was on the side of the house. And so That's all there was to it. Well, they turned the porch into another bedroom. They closed it off and put a new porch facing the street that I grew, the street that we lived on. And then the bathroom was also built on. Because it was my dad's childhood home too. They used to use an outhouse. I bet you guys are like, oh my gosh, an outhouse. Hopefully not. But anyway, the city basically forced them to put in plumbing anyway at that point in time. So it says on the city records that the house was built in 1958. But I have the deed to the house, a copy of the old deed. And it was built in the 1800s. I'm not going to give exact years and stuff. I don't want all of my information getting out there. But this was a house that was built in the 1800s and had been in the family for a very long time. It was actually somebody else's house, before it got in the family. It was built in plantation times, if you know what I mean. When there were plantations and they had to have the help stayed, on the plantation, and they stayed in that house, which is literally a shack. Because you think, oh, that's not too bad. And, like an apartment, you can get a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment, and you can get a pretty spacey one. Guys, I am not exaggerating, but maybe by a few feet, that you could literally fit the house I grew up in the bedroom that I have now. It was a very tiny house. And there's actually, to this day, still some argument whether it or the other plantation house, which were the first houses that were in the plat when it got turned into a plat, there's still some debate on who was smaller, the one I grew up in or the other one. I mean, we're talking before the bathroom and the second bedroom, the house was maybe, I'd have to get the deed out. I think it was like 350, 360 square feet, maybe. I mean, every room was tiny. It was like a tiny house. Might have been 400 square feet. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a tiny house. And the other house was about the same. So these were 2 teeny tiny little houses that got plumbing and an extra room added onto them in the later years. Yay! Probably there were a bunch of people who appreciated the plumbing. And probably a bunch of people that didn't. Alright, let's find that blue again. I think it's this one. Gosh, I gotta swatch these out. Yeah, okay. But anyway, I don't know why I'm dreaming about that house lately. I really don't. I cannot tell you enough how much I hated that house. But for some reason, I'm dreaming about it. I'm dreaming about living in it. No fun. No thank you. I mean, there were still some good memories in the house. Mostly, despite the fact that everybody told me that my sister was physically and mentally disabled and had Down syndrome, and she was to be treated like she was made of glass. I didn't treat her that way. That was still my sibling. She still ate mud pies and got 100 rubber bands in her hair when we were little. I was doing her hair and making her look... Ooh, Mom was so mad. I was making her look cute. And she looked cute with all those rubber bands and teeny tiny little ponytail braids. thought they looked cute. Took me hours to do. I'm surprised my parents didn't realize that me and Carrie were being so quiet. I mean, if kids are quiet, they're doing something they don't need to be doing. Come on now. And then, of course, we'd have little tea parties and... I even think I ate one of the mud pies. I don't remember. But I had found some Hershey candy bars in the house, and I took them. And the little tea party set was like by this large patch. I don't know why there was a large patch of mud in my parents' yard or in our backyard, but there was. And so I thought, man, I bet it would be awesome. I guess I thought that, to combine the mud with the chocolate. Oh, needless to say, I don't think it was very tasty. I know she ate them for sure. I can't remember if I did or not. And if I can't remember, that probably means I did. And I was so traumatized by the taste, I forgot about it. So anyway, some fun personal stuff about me that I don't mind sharing. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at yourself. And laugh with yourself. I do like these Tombow markers, though, or pins, whatever you want to call them. They're very nice. Of course, this is an Ohuhu one, just because it has more color ranges. I'm going to have to take my time one day and do some more on this. Or find a bigger picture, I guess, to practice on. Because me and my marker skills are quite, as you can see, they're not exactly stellar. But we still have fun. That's all what it's about. It's about having some fun. Well, I see where this one's coming from. Although it's hard to see where some of these feathers go. I just figured this one out. There we go. Yeah, I've been using colored pencils for so long that... And it's not like my markers are old, but, you know, they've been around a while. They need to be used. Not gonna lie. Where's my yellow one? There it is. Mellow yellow. But it gets me kind of excited too. And I mean, my mom left, between me and my mom, we've definitely got enough pencils and markers and paints to last us a lifetime. And I keep buying stuff and I need to quit. I need to cut that out and use what I got, kiddos. Gotta use what I got. There we go. I'll do those other two later when I start going down on the line. Whew, excuse me. Told you, this is very relaxing. Makes me tired. There we go. We got some coloring done. I'll get some more coloring done. I think I got some paper clips down here. Yep, there they are. Paper clip this off. Like I have some other pages that I used for testing stuff out. Is it in this book? Yep. And also for other projects to finish. But this will be a new one. There we go. And don't forget, if you like the picture that I did today and some of the other pictures in here, like, oh, isn't that cute? Just so adorable. And this is all gel pen. Glitter gel pens. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it is glittery. Glittery. That was a lot of fun. I still got to finish my little budgie. I believe, who was I using for this? Was it Prismacolors? Or was it my Caran d'Ache? It might have been my Derwents, actually. Some of my Derwent Chroma Flows mixed with my Prismacolors. Because I remember it being super soft. Look at all these cute pictures. Like, I want to do that one in the fall. And then like I said, I love that she does some with black backgrounds. And that unicorn is just too cute. It's just sometimes harder to do stuff in these books. Oh, I need to finish him. He's so cute. That's with I believe I did one of the videos I did on testing out the Castle Arts pastel tints. And I need to finish him. He's just cute. Cute as a button. But this is Botanicum by Maria Troll or Trolley. And there's one I did not too long ago. It was last year. And I love the pictures in here. There's some things I don't love in some of the pictures. But the pictures overall are so cool and so cute. And there's nothing in, you know, some of the things that I don't love, it's not like I hate them. There's another one where I was actually learning how to blend a little bit better. But yeah, there's just, oh, that would have been great for Valentine's Day. I'm sorry I missed that. And then let's see if this went through. I didn't check, did I? Ooh, it did a little bit. Right here you can see. Excuse me. So I would say that these markers are not good for this type of paper because they do bleed through a little bit. Aww. And there's a picture on the back. That's disappointing, but I can also kind of like work that out with a really cool background. And I'll tell you a really cool background that I am so super excited about. I couldn't believe I did it. I mean, it's not like a complicated background or anything like that. It is just one of, oh shoot, what's her name? Oh, she's gonna kill me if I can't remember her name. Let me look it up here on her Etsy store. Mariola Budek. This is a PDF from her Etsy store that I had so much fun doing. It started out like me thinking I was going to use all the colors of the rainbow for her wings, and then I ended up just doing greens, and then for the edges here, I did with the Ohuhu purple that you've seen on the little cart that I bought. And then I took some Ohuhu alcohol markers. And this was a big thing I probably shouldn't have done because I have never truly blended markers before. Because you basically got to keep those markers open, caps off, and you got to be like switching quick before they dry. Because they dry super quick. And this could have gone 9 kinds of wrong, but I think it actually looked pretty good. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. She's done with my Prismacolor vintage set. I got the 120 set. So, I didn't realize that particular set came with the neon green. This is the neon green from the Prismacolor. I am so sorry they got rid of that color because that is an amazing color. I love that green so much. I mean, I know there's like some limes and, you know, whatnot in there, but they just, I don't know, they just don't pop off the page like this neon does. And it probably doesn't pop off the page on a video like like it does in person. But also too, I got the Stickles out, you know, my unicorn, and I put little dots, not for stars, but just like, I wasn't going for the star look. Otherwise, I'd used a lot fewer dots. I think the best way to describe it is going for a jewel tone look. Like a jewel kind of, like little jewels behind her look. Little sparkle and pop. And then, of course, she's got her fingernail done in the same Ohuhu purple glitter. And then I used one of my gel pens. I think the Arteza. Yeah, the Arteza gel pen. Did her eyes with it, and then over her eyes I put the little pops of stickle so her eyes can shimmer when you move her in the light. And then of course used the gel pen down here too, and then used a variety of purples and stuff. Now this was not a Prismacolor color. This lighter heather purple was actually one of the pastel tints from the Castle Art set. So, I don't know why nobody gives us good light purples. Or very few give us good light purples. I mean, I'd actually like a little bit more brighter light purple than that, but this will work. And it just went together nicely. I really love how this picture turned out. And it was done on, not the Spring Hill, but the Bristol Vellum, the Nina. And look, it went through. That is like the best thing ever. I got to put the date on it too. I'm trying to remember when I finished it. Ooh, excuse me. I'm trying to see how many I do in a year. Let's see here. Today is Wednesday. I think I finished it Monday. Or no, was it last night? I'll put last night's on just so I don't feel like I'm cheating and going too early. But I really had a good time doing this one. It came out really pretty. A lot prettier than I thought it would. I did notice on the Nina Bristol Vellum that it will soak up the color. There are like layers upon layers upon layers of colored pencil in these. Not just 2 or 3, we're talking 6, 7, 8. Some of them are like 9 and 10. So it took a lot of layers. And I think down here towards the end, I was getting a little bit tired. So there's only like maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6 layers in the dress or the skirt or whatever. And that's all there is in that. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more fun videos. I know I spoke about doing some bird toys again for my parrot owner friends who may be watching me on YouTube. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and I'm sorry that I haven't. But we'll get these guys swatched out. Put these guys, after I write them down, to the side. And finish off that page. And hopefully it won't bleed through anymore. I hope not anyway. But if it does, it does. Lesson learned. I can get another Maria Troll book. Troll. Maria, if I'm messing up your name, I'm sorry. I really am. It's really not a funny thing. It's more I'm only laughing because I'm nervous because I'm pretty sure I'm messing up her name. But anyway, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Of course, questions, comments, suggestions below. Tell me what you guys want to see. Tell me what you guys think of the content so far. Do you want to see me using my paints? Is there a certain marker, or, well, more likely a certain colored pencil set you'd like to see me use that you don't have? I have a lot of Prismacolors. A lot. And then I have Faber-Castell, Polychromos, World pencils. They're metallics. I have Caran d'Ache Luminance. I have Caran d'Ache, a small set of Pablos. I didn't really care for them, so I'm so glad I didn't buy more. And then I have Brute Fooner squares. I have Brute Fooner pastel. The QLC 120 unicorn pencils, Castle Arts, all the sets. Black Widow, all the sets. And then Arteza Expert, which I have not found those to be sold anymore anywhere. I mean, I haven't checked AliExpress or AliExpress, whatever you want to call it. But it's no longer on Arteza's site. It's no longer on Amazon. So I think they're not going to make them anymore. I'm not sure. I still haven't heard anything. I've kind of put some feelers out, but I'm not one of those colorists / artists who are in the know. I don't get to talk with manufacturers. And that's okay. I'm not like trying to like say, you know, that's a bad thing or whatever. I'm just saying it's just not something I don't have access to, which is fine. I don't really need it. This is more for fun than anything. I mean, if I get a sponsorship or something, that would be kind of cool. And I'd like to see where it goes from there. But otherwise, this is just mostly for fun. And back on track here, I am one of those track hoppers. I haven't seen the Arteza or Experts anywhere. I've seen their watercolor pencils. I've seen their markers. Where you going, oh who's? I've seen their markers. I've seen their paints. but I have not seen the expert color pencils anymore anywhere. And then, so I don't know if we would want to do any videos of those if you guys are thinking about buying them, because they're nowhere to be found. If you want me to do it just so you can see what it looks like, and you do have a small set or a set, and you haven't tried them out, but you're kind of concerned about what they look at, oh, I'll use them. No problem. I use them already. I like to rotate my pencils and which ones I use. And the Arteza Experts, I'm going to miss them if they really are gone, because I really like them. And then, of course, I got Zenicolor and a small set of Spectrum Noir Aqua Blends, Sargent Arts, Amazon Basics, Derwent Light Flash, Derwent Ink Tints, Derwent Chroma Flow, Derwent Color Soft, and Derwent Pro Colors. And then again, lots of Prismacolors. They're really not even my favorite pencils, but they're not bad either, guys. I mean, I know there's people that don't like it. Most of the people that I see and talk to online either love them or hate them. There's nobody that's just like, they're pretty darn good. I like using them. That's just the way I am. That's how I am. They're pretty darn good. I like using them. I got curious about the vintage ones, and that's why I got a ton. And I actually can say I like the vintage ones better. A lot less breakage. I mean, I've had the doll eat one. But then that's what you got these little guys for. Even though it says Prismacolor on there, hey, I didn't empty the shavings. The Premier, the newest pencils, I had a hard time with them, using them in this. They broke a lot. One they didn't break a lot in was, funny enough, this little teeny tiny thing that came with the QL C120 unicorn pencils. And you actually get two. I don't know where the other one is. I'm pretty sure the cat got it. So anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by and watching my video today. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you subscribe to my channel. And of course, like I said earlier, questions, comments, suggestions below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you got some questions and I don't have the answer, I will try to find the answer for you. But otherwise, I hope everyone has a wonderful, beautiful, colorific day. And bye-bye.